Good evening to those of you coming in to the live. Bit of a surprise. Welcome to 2026 and welcome to the first of my lives of the year. I'm going to let a good number of people in before we start the show tonight, but I can see that 5 people are in here already. And please introduce yourself. Tell me where you're from around the world. Always want to know where my followers, subscribers, even people that are watching this that aren't following me are located. So it would be good for you to introduce yourself and say hi. And I will be putting comments up on the screen for people to read when they ask questions and stuff as well. Hey, Sard, good to have you here. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for being here. A few people coming in now. Cornelia, good day to you. Thanks, Nature. Yes, doing very well here. Thank you. And thank you for being here. I recognize some names now because I've done a few of these lives. Good to see you. Hi, Empathy. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Angela from South Africa. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you for being here. Always fascinating to see where everyone's from. 24 people in the live already, which is amazing. Hello, Zainab. Good to have you here. And if you think if you know anyone who would appreciate this live and benefit from it, please send them a link. And they can join as well. We're here for 60 minutes. And as some of you know, this is the 60-minute Etsy Q&A. This is the place to be if you want the real deal, the real answers, no BS, no fluff. And of course, it's also the Etsy Academy 7-day free trial giveaway, which includes courses and guides as well. And this is only available for this live. As soon as the live's finished, the offer's closed. So if you're joining and you want to join the Academy and get those courses and guides, tonight's the night and now's the time. I don't know when the next one of these lives will be, so now is the time. Greetings from Florida. Lovely, lovely. I should have quite a few people from America in here tonight. This live's a bit later than normal. So normally I do lives at 7, but it's 9 here in Cyprus. So that's later on in the day in America. Connie, hello from snowy Michigan. Wow. How cold is it, Connie? Here in Cyprus, it's a sort of about, I'd say 16 degrees, something like that, 15 degrees. Snowy Michigan, that sounds cold. I'd love to know how cold. I'm good, thank you, Edu. I'll call you Edu, easy. I'm doing well. Really looking forward to this live tonight and good to have you here. Hi, Astrid. Good to have you here. Let's get a few more of these done as we're letting people come in. Don't know how many people I'm going to get tonight because this is a little bit later than normal. The last live I did, I think we had about 120 people in the end, something like that. It's quite a few. Just launched my Etsy shop a week ago. No sales, but getting views. Yeah, don't worry. Take your time. There's no hurry. A week is nothing. You've just started. So all good. Okay, so questions are starting to come in. Good to have you here. Let's start getting on with these questions. Who have we got first? Let's have a look. Here we go. Mike. Good day to you, Mike. Mike's Roadside Videos Lottery. Interesting name. If you have a product that costs you nothing and there's already 10 or more listed, would you still list it? If you have a product that costs you nothing. And I don't actually get this question, to be honest with you. Not sure. Can you rephrase it, Mike? Maybe I'm being thick. I don't know. I don't get that. Put the question in again, rephrase it in a way that I can definitely get it. I'm not sure on that one. Okay, Nature. I just opened my jewelry store. It's a jewelry store and I'm listing almost 2 products a day on and off. I've got 1 order by now, but after that, it's like shut. I'm getting like 150 views a week. Depends on the amount of listings you've got. And also, everybody here, please listen to this. This is really important. Etsy in January is slow. Okay, it picks up at the end of January. So people often think there's something wrong with their store in January. There isn't. Okay, if you don't have a decent sales volume every day, you're going to feel like the store's switched off. It's not. Okay, it's not. January's just like this. 150 views a week is low. I mean, I don't know what you were doing before, but you got to probably raise your inventory level, raise the number of listings that you've got in store. Listing 2 products a day, I would probably make it 1 a day. I know it's boring. Look up there, that sign over there, list 1 a day. I say this with very, very good reason. You need to protect your conversion rate. 1 a day, just 1 a day, and see how you go. Yeah, 60 visits. It's low, as I said. It's a bit low. Malta, Astrid, nice. Yeah, please, more people tell me where you're from. Where are you joining from in the world? It's really good to see where in the world these lives are being picked up. I mean, I always think the USA is going to be number 1, but I'm starting to pop up in other places as well. Malta, that's really cool. Let's have a look. Manar, yes, you were with me in the academy last month. I'd like to encourage everyone to join you. It's amazing and very helpful. Thank you. It's only when you join the academy you realize just how good it is. Thank you for your support. And if any other students are here and they want to say something about it, feel free. It's all honest, all real. Thank you for that. Much appreciated. So yes, to join the Academy 7-day free trial and $130 of free courses and guides. That is the address you've got to go to. There is also a QR code in the top left corner of the screen. Just scan that with your phone and it takes you straight to the Academy. So if you've been wanting to join, waiting to join, now's the time, because I don't do this offer very often. And it's only open for the next sort of 50 minutes. Okay, so go to that address there. It's not clickable, so just type it into another browser window. Sign up. You get 7 days free trial to the Academy, which is private group learning with me and my team to build a better Etsy store, and you get $130 of courses and guides. I'll tell you more about that as we move through the live today. So let's have a look and see what else we've got. Let's see. 18 degrees. Okay. That's nice. That's better than here. Happy Mardi Gras from New Orleans. Thank you, David. Good to have you here. Thank you. What do we got here then? Merry Nest Sensory Toys. Interesting. Sensory Toys. Good space to be in. Did 175 sales in 5 months following your suggestions. Thank you. But no sales for many days. I don't know why. I just talked about this now. 175 sales in 5 months. That's a good start. It's a good start, but you will be susceptible to this January slump. It affects so many sellers and everyone thinks there's something wrong. There really isn't. We've just had a massive blowout for Christmas. Etsy is quiet first 2-3 weeks in January. Yeah, don't worry. It will pick back up. I promise you it will pick back up. Keep listing, keep working. Okay. Keep listing and keep working. And the performance will pick up throughout the year. Okay. Do you also think mugs are a good category, or what do you think about vintage boho art? I presume you mean vintage style bohemian art, right? Rather than vintage art. Do I think mugs are a good category? No. If anyone comes to me in my consultancy as a client or in my academy and says, I want to do mugs, I am directing you away from that niche as quickly as I possibly can. It's all hype. It's just people on YouTube selling pipe dreams that don't exist. Mugs is so hard to do. I'm not saying you can't do it, right? If you are really, really determined and you buy your own mug printing and have your own hardware and you really commit to it, yeah, you can make it. But most people, I would say easily 95% of people I talk to, they just want to do POD mugs. You won't make it. It's so hard. So many people are doing it. That and t-shirts, absolute nightmare. I really wouldn't bother with it. Vintage boho art, I mean, it's still tough. Art is such a tough sell. I would kind of move you away from that as well. There's so many easier things you can do. than that, you know? Even something like POD metal wall art, which I still say is a better bet than doing normal wall art, you know? Wall art's so tough. What's going on here? Astrid, let's see. Question, I feel like I'm doing everything right. 129 listings, traffic is slow. Again, short term, Astrid, sort of allow a bit of a leeway here. Okay, it's a really, really sort of a damp squib of a time. It's quite quiet on Etsy. Keep listing 129. Now, I don't know what you sell, Astrid. Okay, I don't know what you sell. That's still generally very small. Okay, 129 listings is not going to protect you from low traffic. And it depends what you sell, you know. A digital store of 129 listings is absolutely tiny. You know, whereas a vintage store with 129 listings isn't tiny. You see, it depends what you sell. But generally, that's still a small store. 18 products for nature. Yeah, that's so small. It doesn't matter what you sell. That's way too small. You know, this is why I say to try to get to 100 listings. You've got to try. Do your best. If you can't make it, just make it to the number that you can commit to and get to. There's very good reasons why I say all this stuff. It's backed up by almost 11 years of working on tens of thousands of Etsy stores. 18's really, really small. All right. Yeah, Mike, I still don't know about this question. There is a product and it costs you nothing. Okay. But there are already 10 or more listed on eBay. This is about Etsy, not eBay. If it's for Etsy, just list it as long as it's Etsy legal. Make sure it's Etsy legal and you're allowed to list it, you know. So it's either got to be a supply or a product that you've designed and or created yourself. But if it is Etsy legal, you can list it on Etsy. From India, wonderful, wonderful. Good to have you here. Yes. Yep, this is the sign up link. If you want to sign up, use the QR code. It's up there, or you can visit the web address, which is that. And you've got 45 minutes to sign up, and then the offer will be closed because we want to manage how many people are in the academy and make sure everyone's really well looked after. We all really care about this academy. The students care, and myself and my team really care. So it's open for another 45 minutes. Please go and sign up now. Don't wait around. Seriously, don't wait around. Just do it. Sign up. Once you're in, you'll realize how good it is and how worthwhile it is. QR code in the corner or the URL's on your screen now, and you can sign up there. It's free 7-day trial, and also you get courses and guides as well. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we've got here in the comments. So, where are I? Oh, quite a few questions coming in now. 43 people, a little bit quiet. If you know anybody who would appreciate being here, WhatsApp group, Facebook group, send them the link, get them in here so they can join and take advantage of the live. Right, let's have a look. What else have we got? Miriam says, I'm very glad I caught the live. Wonderful to have you here, Miriam. Yes, most people miss them, you know. I don't do that many of them because I'm just so busy. I love doing these and speaking to you all. Absolutely love it. But I just, yeah, it's so hard to get around to it. Greetings from Denise in Atlanta, Georgia. Good to have you here. Wonderful to have you. Thank you for being here. Angela, what's this question? In my honest opinion, is a store selling digital products a viable idea at all? Okay, Angela, and everyone here that's interested in this question, please listen. Yes, if you think about the digital products you're going to sell. Okay, so let me be clear. If you're doing something like clip art, right, PNG clip art, you're going to have a really tough time. That door is closing. So many people do it now, and also it's so much easier to make your own clip art now, you know. If you're doing a really nice specific niche where it takes time to create those digital products like social media templates, absolutely yes. I'm working with 3 or 4 clients right now building digital product stores, but they are high quality, social media related, and in great niches that people want to buy into for their businesses. Absolutely, yes. But these low effort stores, planner stores, journals, you've got to bring something better. There's really decent money to be made in digital if you can bring something with a decent level of value proposition. It's all about what value do you bring. Anyone can create clip art. I can fill a store with 1,000 clip art listings in a day if I wanted to. It's not going to sell, but it's too easy. So yes, if you bring a decent quality product, yes, it's worth it. Let's have a look. EduWorld, 3 months in, 50 listings, six sales, started in January 26. 81 visits. January 26, are you sure? 3 months? Wouldn't that be something like November, October 25? Assuming you're saying the store is 3 months old with 50 listings and 6 sales, which I'm assuming that's it. That's fine. That's fine. Keep listing. It's a digital store, tiny, 50 listings, nothing. If you've made 6 genuine sales, that's good. That's really good. Keep going. Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. The no, love that name. The no dig allotment. Paul and Fiona, if you want to chime in with another comment on that, I'd love to know how you do a no dig allotment, and please tell me more about that. For those who may not know what an allotment is, it's a piece of land where homeowners or renters or people who are part of a property are given land to cultivate and grow fruit and vegetables and whatever they want. But I'd love to know what the no dig is. Good to have you here, and good to hear from someone in England, of course. Lovely. I'm originally from England. 48 people here. We're kind of struggling to get the numbers up. I think in the last live, I can't remember when I did the last live, maybe November. I think we're probably at 70 people now, 80. Really interesting. It's a little bit slow, but maybe it's because I'm doing it later. Mary Nest, I'm preparing my listings for Easter. Are you late? No. Do it now. Do it now. Have the listing plan ready. So if you've got, if you've only got like 5 things to list, your listing plan looks very different if you've got 50, right? So if you've only got 5, you can just list 1 every 3-4 days, no problem. If you've got 50 or 60 or however many it is, you've got to divvy that up with the time before Easter. So generally what I say is you need to be listing 3 months before. So that's easy. If you've only got 5 or 10, just do it now. But if you've got a lot of stuff to go in, you need to double up or maybe triple up per day to get those listings in. That is outside my recommendation of listing 1 a day. Clearly, if you've got loads of listings to get in for a season, you've got to get them in. Just don't go too fast. It's always better not to overcook the store. But if you're making sales and working and things are happening, you might need to do 2 or 3 a day. But generally speaking, for stores with low sales and growing, I still say list 1 a day. And for a lot of the time, that will be enough, because a lot of people won't be doing 50 or 100 listings for Easter. As an example, they might be doing 3, 5, 7, 10, 15. Well, you can just do that at a leisurely speed now. Yeah. Okay. Astrid says she's doing POD, a few sales, but it's slow. It is slow right now anyway. At the end of the month, it will pick up, and then we've got a good run. February, March, April are normally good for most sellers. And then coming into May, June, July, and August. June, July, and August is slow. Everything slows down in the summer. But yeah, you've got to keep at it, Astrid. Okay, keep at it. That's the main thing. Lots of sellers just give up. They don't push hard enough for long enough. It's one of the first things that I teach my students and, in the academy. It takes time. None of this is fast. Miriam, what's this question here? Let's have a look. Hope you're all enjoying it. Let me know in the chat, in the comments, if this is good. If you're enjoying the Q&A and enjoying being here, be great to get your feedback. Thank you. Miriam, if I have a pendant with different gemstones, but the same wire weaved frame, are these different listings or one listing with different variations? If it's one, I worry that people are confused. It depends on 2 things. Okay? It depends on what your listing level is like now and where you're going. And it also depends on how different the gemstones look in the frame. So if you're struggling to raise your listing number, right, then they may need to be separate listings. But if you've got a plan to get to 100 listings and beyond 100 listings, then they can go in one listing with different variation, right? It all depends on how different they are, and only you know that. So if you've got a listing problem, you may need to list them separately. But if listing isn't a problem, then they can just go in as variations. Yeah, it would be good to make them fairly different, right? Because I don't know the level of difference here. So try, then it's clearer. Whatever you choose, it's clearer as to what the customer's doing and what they're going to get. Okay, what do we got? I don't know how to say your name. Now, normally I have a go, I have a guess, but I don't want to because I'm just not sure how. I could say it as spelt. Do I go for it? Saclane. All right. Tell me if that was murdered, if it was terrible, if it was okay. Selling digital products on Etsy, digital product templates. Okay, it's working fine. Okay. And getting sale above 500, but from the last 2 months, sales have dropped. So even I do this properly, at least 120, I don't know what that question is other than the sales are dropping. Yeah, they will do at the moment. Okay. Basically, from about the 15th of December until the last week in January, sales will be sporadic, patchy, low, in and out, up and down. Just don't worry about it too much. And that goes for everyone here that isn't doing many sales per day. You just got to ride it out, keep listing. The traffic and the sales will go back up again. Okay. Right. Empathy. I have one question. Okay. If we get around 500 views and 200 visits, but sales are low, what should you do? Is that a day? Is that a day? Can you just pop in the chat? I'll pick this up now. Can you just pop this in the chat? You're getting 500 views, 200 visits. Tell me over what time frame. Because if it's a day, a week, a month, the answer is going to be dramatically different. So pop that in there. Let me have a look and see if your answers come in. A day. Okay. So your visits to views ratio is good. Okay. You're basically looking at you're looking to get 2 to 1 or above. That's a good ratio. But if your sales are low, again, answer again. What is the daily sale here? This is useful information for everybody here, for you and for everyone to see. So how many sales on average per day? Just pop that in the chat. I'll pick it up and then I can give you an answer, please. Just waiting for your sales per day, roughly. And I can then give you my thoughts. If you can just pop that in. I might come back to your question because there's so many coming in now. Welcome to everyone here, by the way. We're just about at 59 people. Struggling. I always want to get to 100. Right. 1 to 2 sales a day. Okay, I'm going to deal with that in a second. If you know anyone that would appreciate this live, send them a link, Facebook group, WhatsApp group, anyone you know that would appreciate it. Invite them. That would be great. Okay, so 1 to 2 sales a day. It's about right-ish. It's a little bit low. It's a sort of one. Yeah, it's a little bit low, but it's not terrible. On 200 visits, 500 views, it would be better to be a little bit higher, but it's not terrible. I don't want you to think this is terrible. It's not. Okay. There's more variables now that you've told me. It's slightly on the low side, but if without seeing your store, I can't categorically give you the next move from there. But feel free to join the academy, and be part of the student group in the academy. The QR code's up there. I can help you with this and get you moving on this. You're getting traffic, which is good, but there's probably other issues in terms of the photography, the video, the listings, the pricing. Need to look at all that stuff. It's not too bad, so don't think it's too bad because it's not. Let's have a look. Where are we? Interesting, brief question, but so powerful. Digital wall art is not smart. Not really, for most people. No, it's so difficult, guys. I know that when you go on YouTube, everyone says, do this, do POD, do wall art, digital downloads. They don't know, these guys. This is my job. You're talking to someone now. It's 9:30 at night. I've been at work all day on consultations and in the academy doing Zoom calls, and now I'm here with you guys. And when I say digital wall art is not smart, I mean it. No, it's so hard. And I know my advice carries a lot of weight, and I have a responsibility. I would be doing such a bad job if I said, yeah, go for it. I would be doing a bad job. It's tough. I'm not saying you can't do it. I'm saying overwhelmingly most will fail. Of course people succeed, but there's loads of easier stuff to do than that, and it takes effort, digital wall art. It's so easy to do. Like I said earlier, you can make 1,000 listings in a day if you want, but that's so easy to do. The barrier to entry is so low. All of you, please listen to this. This is really important. The higher the barrier to entry, so if you've got to learn skills, buy hardware, create designs, actually put real work into the business, the bar goes up and the competition goes down. Right? All of you here, I'll give you a perfect example. 3D printing is a barrier to entry because you've got to buy a 3D printer. You've got to learn how it works. You've got to think about the products you're going to create and then make them and then position that nicely in your Etsy store. 3D printing, if you do it right, is an absolute money spinner on Etsy. So there you go. I've just given you a place there that any of you can look into if you wanted to do that. Obviously not for everyone. I would choose that all day long over wall art. You're going to spend a year trying to build a digital wall art store, probably not really get anywhere. In that time, you could have built a 3D printing store, have 2 or 3D printers, 2 or 3 3D printers, and be making sales. Just as an example, Let's have a look. Countess, good to have you here, Countess. I hope you're well. Took a break over the holidays and sales slowed down. Yeah, they will do. You sell digital crafts. I started listing again and sales picked up again. Listing and planning future listings is the best thing to do in January. Yes, absolutely. Because when you're busy, everyone, when you're busy, you're just running around trying to fulfill orders and take care of customers. When it's quiet, you got to do all your planning, all your preparing. Literally, most Etsy stores, please listen to this, everyone here. Most Etsy stores will make more money in October, November, and December than they do for the rest of the year. That's how big preparation is. And that's for most, not all, but most Etsy sellers. That's incredible. You make more money in the last 3 months of the year. Well, we need to be getting ready, and understanding there's a big point to the last 3 months of the year. Thank you. That's a great comment for me to comment on. Thanks, Countess. Right, guys, I haven't really talked about this enough. I do need to talk about it more. Right now, you've got about 30 minutes to get the 7-day free trial to my Etsy Academy. This is private group learning with me and my team. It's 7-day free trial, $130 of free courses and guides. This academy is unique. There's nothing out there like it, okay? The level of learning and insight is unmatched. So it's a 7-day free trial. If you stay and join, the joining fee, by the way, is $99 a month or $999 for a year, but you get 7 days free. It's a no-lose deal. Try it. See if you like it, right? Out of everyone that comes in, 83% stay because it's so good. And, it's the real deal, I'm saying this for your guys' benefit. The URL, the address is on the screen now, and there's a QR code in the corner. Please join. If you've been waiting to work with me, and I know loads of you have, you've said it in the comments, when's the next live? I want to join. Please do this now, because there's a very good reason why I only let a small number of people in. I want to keep the quality of the academy high. I don't want it overrun with hundreds of students, and we want everyone settled and learning before we bring the next batch of students in. And that's how we run it. It works very well. So please, if you're thinking about it, now's the time. Get in. The address is there or the QR code up there. It's 7 days free. You can't lose. So please join now. Myself and Chelsea, my administrator, will welcome you in there. Okay, back to the comments and what's going on. Let's have a look. Loads of comments coming in now, but still low. We're at 63 people. If you know anyone that would appreciate being here, please invite them. WhatsApp group, Facebook group, and so on. Let's have a look. Where are we? I think I got, okay. Okay, what have we got here? So Saclane says, I saw multiple shops with have 40 to 48 listings and getting above 200 sales in the store. So how can you say that 120 to 100, 120, 100 is a tiny listing, tiny store? It's because it is. When a store has 40, please everyone, and Saclane, please think about this. Every time you look at a store that's got low numbers of listings, 20, 30, 40, and they've got hundreds or thousands of sales, there is always an answer and a story as to why that store looks like that. I will give you the two main reasons why this happens. Number one, they are spending lots of money on Etsy ads. That is the one I see 70% of the time. You will never know that, right? And lots of them aren't even making any money, okay? Because I work with these people. The other thing they're doing is external advertising and social media. So they're funneling traffic into Etsy. Okay, so when you look at the store, you think, oh, how are they doing it? They've got low listings. Nick says get to 100, but look at these guys. There is always a reason why those stores look like that. Of course, they could also be selling an amazing product with lower competition. That will get you there as well, but that's very rare. Okay, that is very rare. So that's why. Okay, Nature, thanks for this. This is a good question, guys. Really good question. Is listing 2 products a day really bad, or can damage store way more? Is it it's not that harmful, but just have one a day? So should I close my mug shop and shift it to some other niche like metal wall art? Look, the decisions on your business are yours. What I'm saying to you is, let everyone listen to this. Let's just do the common sense maths here. If you list 1 a day, right? This is what I tell you all to do. At the end of month 1, you have 30 listings in your store, right? If you list 2 a day, at the end of month 1, you've got 60. At the end of month 3, if you list 1 a day, you've only got 90. But if you do 2 a day, it's 180. And you're expecting Etsy to support the conversion rate on that number of listings. It won't happen. It's too fast. It's best to build slowly. It's best to build and list slowly and grow into Etsy rather than overcooking your listings and going too fast and then having to backtrack and slow down and change, which is, not a good idea. I don't know about your mug shop, Nature. Join the academy. Seriously, this is what we do. We deal with these things. Join the academy, right? I don't know about your mug shop, but if you said to me, Nick, if I could have 2 Etsy stores, mug shop, metal wall art, it's metal wall art all day long. It's so much easier. Still hard, don't get me wrong. It's not easy, but it's way easier than mugs, right? Okay, let's keep going. Thank you, Countess. Everyone, please like the video. Yeah, if everyone could like the live stream, that would be really appreciated. Yeah, you're right. It does push it out further. Thank you. Yeah, great idea. Thank you. Let's have a look. Let's see. This is a great question. Okay, Astrid, do you think fine art photography sells on Etsy? Very, very tough. And I would move you to avoid it. Okay, art, wall art, and art is so hard because there's so many problems with it. And selling photos of art is also problematic because it's so easy to do. It's so easy to make these images, and take the sales and reduce the demand. Honestly, Astrid, I would advise to look at something else. It will be very, very hard. It does sell. I'm not saying it doesn't, but you ideally needed to have started this a few years ago. Etsy's super tough now, There's still loads of opportunity. Don't get me wrong. There's opportunity in every single niche. Why? Because so many people do it badly. So many people do it badly. But it is a big marketplace, you know. I would steer you away if possible. If it, you know, yeah. Started selling Fin socks. No idea what Fin socks did. Great through Christmas. Now no sales. Yeah, I mean, you know, it may have had a heavy seasonal tilt to it. Yeah. Just call me insane. I almost missed this. You didn't miss it. You're here. That's amazing. Thank you for being here. Just call me insane. Thank you for being here, and thank you everyone for being here. As always, when I do these lives, I love seeing all of you turn up. I'm starting to remember the names now of some of the people here, which is really nice, because people have turned up for a few. That's really, really great. Let's keep going. Let's see. Okay, so eyepiece has said two. It's kind of a question in two. I'm doing digital products. Shopper's around 3 years old. Okay, so there's the first clue, guys. 3 years old, digital product, not getting many sales, right? So already, you know, we should be thinking, well, what's the problem, right? And then he or she says, how to improve? I mean, the mock-up part, I lack a lot. Okay, so number one, this is for everyone. If you're doing any products and your shop is 3 years old and you're not getting many sales, you have a product design problem. Okay, because 3 years old, it should be year one up, year two up, year three up. It should be going up every year, right? And if it's not, there is a product design problem. That's what you've got to look at. You might also have a store size problem. So number one, look at what you're selling, the digital products. You have to look at that and say, well, what am I bringing to the marketplace that no one else is? Is this the same as everyone else? Am I doing something different? What am I doing here? How high is my value proposition? You've got to be honest with yourself. You can't cheat yourself here. And this goes for everyone here tonight. If you're looking at value and value proposition of what you sell, maybe you're not making enough sales. You got to say to yourself and do that self-reflection. How high or low is the value of what I'm bringing to the Etsy marketplace? I would suggest, with what you've told me, that the value is not high enough, and you'll need to look at that. Okay, let's have a look. Lots of comments now. I'm about 17 minutes behind. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to pick. There's loads of comments. I'm just picking. I'm going to start picking the most value added questions to answer. Thanks, Miriam. No problem at all. This is the no-dig allotment. The no-dig approach has been made popular by the work on the Charles Dowding YouTube channel, an interesting and productive approach to growing a minimal soil disturbance. I was trying to say that all in one breath. Wow. Okay, I've got a passing interest here, I have to say. Look, I've tried. I've tried gardening and growing tomatoes and cucumbers. Absolute nightmare. Just everything just ends up dying. I'm just not very good, but I do have a passing interest, and I will look at that YouTube channel. Thank you for bringing it up. Okay, this next question, everybody, I get asked boatloads of times. This comes up all the time, every live. Here it is. What's a good conversion rate? And I hope some of you here, because I've told you, quite a few times, know what it is. Right? Generally, and this is generally, okay, it's just a general number, 2%. 2%, generally. Depending on the niche, depending on what you're doing, sometimes I would move that up a bit, and sometimes I have to move it down a bit. Move it down? Let me give you a perfect example of what a lower conversion rate is for a certain niche, because it cannot be anything else. So fine jewelry. Okay, so expensive jewelry only commands a conversion rate of 0.8 to sort of 1.5%. You won't get it above that. And yet, if you do really nice social media templates in digital, you can command 6% conversion rate, no problem at all. So you see how it shifts between industries, between niches. 2% in general is what you're looking for there. And let's take that off. Let's get this on. We have 20 minutes left, guys. 20 minutes left. If you've been waiting to work with me, now is the time. Please don't miss this. Please don't come to my YouTube comments tomorrow saying I missed it. If you're in here in the live and you wanted to work with me in the academy, now's the time. There's a QR code up there and the website address is there to join my academy. It is a private group learning experience, and you will learn the 12-point audit system that I teach all my clients privately and have done so for the last 10 years. Okay. And if you want to check me out and you want to know more, just type into Google Etsy consultant reviews. You will find mountains of reviews. I'm the only Etsy consultant out there with this social proof of what I do. Okay. That's because I live it and breathe this stuff. So if you want to work with me on my team, get in there. There's a 10.5-hour video course. Once you sign up and actually join the full academy from the trial, you get access to through the modules of the course. You can either pay by the month or pay by the year. It's 7 days free, and then it's $99 a month or $999 to pay for the whole year and unlock all the course modules. Even in the 7-day trial, you are going to get mountains of value. Okay, I can't stress this enough. There is so much value in the academy right now. You would be mad not to join and see what it's all about. 83% of people that join end up staying because it is really, really good. So address is there, or I always go the wrong way. QR code is up there. Just scan it with your phone camera, sign up. You can log in on a laptop or a PC later and fill your profile out and start looking at the academy. Would be great to see you there. Myself and my lovely administrative assistant, Chelsea, will be in the academy directly after this live to welcome you and get you settled in. So hopefully I'll see you there. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we've got. We've got about 18 minutes left. These lives go so fast. 70 people here. Last time, I think it was over 100, maybe 110, 120. So it looks like when I do a live later, the numbers are a little bit lower. So I'm going to think, I'm thinking about doing a live in the morning as well, early in the morning over here, which would be evening in America, to catch the American audiences. Europe would be able to watch it as well. I'm thinking about that. Let's have a look. See what else we've got. What's this one here? Cora Forever. I've had 25,000 sales on digital downloads. Really good. Yeah, I'm only making about 11 a day. It's been 2 years. Making 11 sales a day? That doesn't add up, does it? Not sure what you mean there. Not sure what you mean. Can you elaborate on that, Cora, for me? Because I'm not quite sure. 11 sales a day? That doesn't stack up. But yeah, tell me what you mean there. I'm not sure. This is a common question as well. Thank you, Astrid. Yeah, please be careful here, everybody. I presume you mean asking for a review in your Etsy store, right? Customers get badgered by Etsy for reviews. All right. It's okay when you're dealing with a customer in the chat in your shop manager. You can just say, oh, by the way, when you receive the product, it'd be great to leave me a review. Don't go beyond that. Certainly don't send messages, because they get badgered and people get annoyed. They get angry, get review fatigue. As customers, we all get asked to leave reviews all the time. So definitely don't go asking reviews. Make more sales, and then you get more reviews anyway. That's always the way that I recommend to do. And there's another question. I just answered that from CDL. No, basically what I've just said. Okay, Angela, very new to this. Please, can I clarify views to visits? So everybody, let's understand what it is. A visit is when somebody enters your Etsy store. A view or views is how many things did they click on once they were in your store, right? And obviously, if you get a visit, that's one. But if you get 4 views, well, that's really good. That's a 4 view to visit ratio. That means people are interested in your store and they're looking around. Generally speaking, you want at least 2 views for every visit. So if you've got 100 visits in your store for a day, you're looking for over 200 views. And that shows that people are not just clicking and leaving, right? They click on something and they leave. Well, you don't get the view, do you? But if they go in, then they click on something and then they go, oh, let's have a look over here. Oh, let's have a look over there, and you get two views, 3 views. Great. That's what you're looking for. At least 2 views per visit. I'm 20 minutes behind on these comments. There's no way. Let's have a look. Let me see. Here's an interesting one. Bruce, good to speak to you. Happy New Year to you. Bruce has been coming to these lives a little while now. Good to have you here. Would you say making $3,500 to $5,000 a month on digital art for a store that's been open 2.5 years is decent? Yes. Bruce. Okay, look, it's not sky high revenue. 90, 98, 97, 99% of people aren't doing that. It's good. It's good. It's decent. Yes. Yeah. Ramble. Do I still have the 7-day free trial? Yes, it's on now. It's everyone here. The Academy 7-day trial is on now. The QR code is there, and I'll put the URL up on the screen in a minute. If not, can I do monthly and change my mind to yearly? Yeah, you can do what you want. Everybody, it's so flexible. Join the 7-day free trial. All of you, just join who want to join now. It's free. It's a no-lose situation, right? Then after the 7 days, you can just leave. If you don't want to stay, just go. It's okay. There's no tie-in. There's no risk. I'm not a horrible car salesman. You guys know me. You know what I do, right? Then it's monthly. You can change to yearly, and when you change to yearly, you get the monthly fee deducted if you've already paid monthly. Critical advantage of going in yearly over monthly. It unlocks the 10.5-hour, 12-point mastermind audit system that I teach all of my clients immediately. And that means you get to learn so much more quickly. If you go slow and do it monthly, yeah, it's $99. So it's so much cheaper, but it takes 12 months to unlock the full 48 modules. Whereas if you pay $999 for the Academy, you get the whole lot immediately. But that's up to you. You can mix and match, chop and change. You can even enter at $99 and then buy modules individually. So once you're in the Academy, you'll be getting feedback. I'll be giving you store critiques, listing critiques. I will be digging right into your stores. And I might say, guys, you need module 7, video. Okay, you can just go and buy that. Or you need photography, or you need module 2, inventory. I will direct you to what you need. So it's so flexible. And we are open another 12 minutes. The shop, the Etsy Academy 7-day free trial shop is open for another 12 minutes, guys. And here is the address you need on the screen now. So you can use the QR code or just go to that address there and you will be able to get in. It's literally open for about 12 minutes and then it will be closed until the next live. And I don't know when the next live is because I'm so busy. So please join if you're thinking about it. And we'll welcome you in there in about 15 minutes time when the live finishes. Okay, back to the business. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What do we got? Let's have a look. Yeah, this comes up now and again. Did the Etsy Godfather, yes, the Godfather, ever answer these whole shop bundles? Everyone's doing it. Yeah, loads of people do it. Yeah, you need to do it. It's another listing, isn't it? Our goal is to have as many profitable listings as possible. So my answer here is yes. Yeah, you should. Okay, this is interesting. Nice. This is nice. I really like this. I've seen a few stores do this over the last few years. You make clocks from old LPs. How do I market 100 different designs? The basics are the same. Well, you're not marketing, you're designing. Marketing, just to be clear, if you're talking about marketing, well, that's trying to sell using something other than the Etsy marketplace, which you don't want to do. Just let Etsy do its thing. The designs are enough. The fact that you're creating clocks with different designs, that's it. You don't need to do anything else. I can think of 1,000 designs to do that. So focus on absolute quality. Like you can do US states, for example. People in the US are so patriotic about their states. That's one of the first places I'll be looking. right? There's so many different things you can do here. Yeah, the clock's the same, but it's all about the design, isn't it? And how different it is. So yeah, design differentiation is what you're doing there. Okay, 10 minutes to go. Let's have a look. Mary Ness says, please make live stream more frequent. I know, honestly, I spend all day, every day on Zoom calls with people and in the academy. So it's so hard to do these. I love doing them. I'll try. I really will try. Let's have a look. This is brilliant. Nicole, thank you for this question. And again, everyone on YouTube. So when you go looking on YouTube for advice, and you'll watch me, but I know loads of you watch other people as well, right? Okay, you're going around and you take advice from me, then you go somewhere else and they say something different. And everyone wants to get as many clicks and views on their YouTube videos. All these people, notice that all the people on YouTube, they sell something. I'm selling me because that's my job, but I'm not selling SEO tools and financial tools and all this stuff for Etsy, because I'm just truthful and honest with you. Of course I sell me. This is my job. So my point is, with the updates, fundamentally, the way Etsy works has changed very, very little. Okay? I'll give you an example. Etsy came out recently, didn't they? And I'm so sad that so many people did this. They told everyone to shorten their titles, didn't they? And then YouTube went crazy. Etsy's changed, the algorithms changed. They didn't change anything. Thankfully, a lot of the YouTubers then did say, no, Etsy didn't make any changes. They didn't do anything. They changed nothing. They just told you to shorten your titles. So, SEO advice, it's the same. My SEO video, how to do Etsy SEO, it will stand the test of time. And when it changes, you will hear from me within 24 hours if anything ever changes. Not for the foreseeable future. When Etsy did the $6 domestic shipping thing, just garbage. Didn't change anything. Didn't do anything. Right? So fundamentally, it's the same process. It's the same algorithm. It's changed so little. Way less than people think it has. It just operates on sales velocity. Sales velocity, speed of sale at the listing level. How fast your listings sell is the be-all and end-all. It's the number one thing. Etsy wants you to believe other things really matter, because if you put more effort into your shop and how it looks and your customer service, which you should do anyway, not for Etsy, for you, it makes Etsy look better, right? And indirectly, you may make more sales, but number one is sales velocity, and that comes from, generally speaking, having more listings. My evergreen advice is the same. I've not really changed anything. I've been teaching this 11 years almost now, and it's fundamentally the same advice. Let's have a look. Pepper, would I recommend listing one a day for digital? Yeah. In general, it's good, solid advice. There's no need to go faster. Don't cook your store, because you'll end up with a large store with no sales, and you don't want that. Belinda, hello. Good day to you. This is a nice question. When you want to make and sell a product that isn't listed anywhere on Etsy, nice. I like that. Can it be too niche? Maybe. And no one is willing to be interested, especially when the product would be near to $70 to $100. Okay, 70 to 100 is above the sweet spot. Everyone just know the sweet spot for physical products is 20 to 50 US dollars. This is slightly above that. But you've got to try it, Belinda. I love the fact that it isn't listed anywhere. You've got to try it. Just try it and see what happens. I don't know. Yeah. Got to be, you've got to test it. You won't know. There is no way to know. There's no tools out there that will tell you. Test it and see is what I would do. Alina, good day to you as well. Good to have you here. Alina wants to open a store with Excel templates. Yep. Budgeting templates. Good. Yeah. Okay. Is it a good idea to start? Yes, if they bring really decent value. Okay. Can I make same template in different languages as separate listing? Yes, you can. Good thinking, Alina. I like that. Different languages. And everyone, listen to this. When you're making digital files and you're doing things like social media templates or Excel templates, right? Budgeting. Okay. So I will give you right now what I mean about putting the effort in. So there's something for everyone to take away from this. You can apply what I'm about to teach you here to your Etsy store. So if you're making Excel templates or whatever it is that you're making, don't just do the 2025 financial planner or financial budget. Everyone's doing that. Instead, do something like this: the couples round the world trip budget template. Okay, so do you see how you're doing an Excel template, but you're targeting in on one specific area? Couples who want to do a round the world trip, they want to plan for it, they want to save for it. This is the thinking. So this is what I teach. You go in and you find spaces. Think about the competition for that. It goes way down. Okay, the audience size and customer size isn't as big, but no, we don't. It doesn't matter. This is why I tell you to build bigger stores, find more listings that sell, get specific, get targeted in what you do, right? I hope that makes sense. I've given you a golden example of what I mean when I talk about listing and targeting and niching down and getting into these little sub-niche spaces, like the example I just gave. Hope that helped you, Alina. Countess, the reason why one listing a day works is because eventually your repeat customers will show up and tell you what categories are in demand. It helps you helps hone your focus. Yeah, true. You'll get feedback. Absolutely true. Right, I think we've got 3 minutes. What have we got? Let's have a look. Morgan, Teresa, Etsy listing title parameters have been updated by the company. Very different than the previous ones. Should you stick to the former style? Yeah, I just mentioned this, Morgan. Basically, Etsy gave out very bad advice. Okay, it's clear it didn't work. Okay, Etsy, unfortunately, they know that short titles, they're easy to read. That's true. Customers have said that, yes. But the team at Etsy responsible for the algorithm didn't speak to the marketing team that spoke to us sellers. Because if they'd had a conversation, they'd have said, no, don't do that. That's a really, really bad idea. But they don't talk. They never talk. Etsy's made so many bad announcements to us sellers over the years that don't work. This is just the latest one. It doesn't work. It's a bad thing to suggest. And as I say, stick to full-length titles. You can't go wrong. You won't lose any sales. Don't appease anything. They didn't change the algorithm. They didn't do anything. Okay? So that is my concrete advice there. So a few minutes left. Please don't miss this chance. The 7-day free trial to my academy is open for another few minutes. You can use the QR code there or visit the address below. Sign up for my private group learning academy. Great environment, wonderful students in there. It's 7 days free. You can't lose. Log in, sign up, see how it is, see if you like it. 83% of people that join for these 7-day free trials, they end up staying, and it'll be worth you guys having a look and seeing what you think. We will be there. Myself and Chelsea, my admin assistant, will be there to welcome you, and we look forward to seeing you in there. There's a few minutes left. Please don't miss it, because I get so many people tomorrow and the next day saying, I wish I was there, or, I didn't sign up, or, now's the time. If you're here, please join. Let's do one more round of questions, shall we? Before the end of the day. I'm way behind on these. Oh, dear. Let's have a look. Yes, Cora, I was looking at this earlier. $11, 6% conversion. 6% conversion is amazing. $11, that doesn't make any sense. That's so low. Maybe join the academy so I can have a look at your store and we can do some work together. That's a curious one. There's a story there, and I need to look into that. Let's see where we are. Let's have a look. Belinda has just signed up. Thank you, Belinda. And honestly, can't wait to speak to you in there. You'll see how nice it is in our academy. There's 3 of us in there, myself, Steph, my partner, and Chelsea. And Chelsea is actually a student, and she's now an administrator and helps in the academy. It's a wonderful place. Can't wait to see you all in there. Thank you. Let's have a look. Hey, Hira, good to speak to you. Open my digital store, February 2025, 107 sales. Thanks for your guidance. Would love to know if it's a decent start. It's an okay start. It's an okay start. It's not poor. It's not decent. It's okay. It's in the middle. Keep going and keep listing. You've obviously got something that people are interested in, but you need to keep working on those designs and grow the store. It's an okay start, but this year you want to get this number up. You want to try and get this number up. Let's have a look. Let's go and have a look. Let's have a look. I unsubscribe from every other Etsy guru. The Godfather is the only VAR. Is that the only way? I guess I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a guru. I'm a consultant. I'm not. I try to be as real as I possibly can with all of you. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Let's keep going. Let's have a look. Brain Roots, 115 listings, 16 sales, 1 5-star review, 2 months. Is it good or bad? As told to me, Brain, good. I mean, you've listed too fast. You've listed probably twice as fast as you should do, but 16 sales, keep going. Yeah. As presented, not too bad. Let's have a look. Let's keep going. Let's have a look. Trying to get through to these. Okay, here's one. Joshua, good to have you here. We're at 10 o'clock. I'm going on a tiny bit longer, literally a few more minutes. Please sign up to the Academy. QR code is there. I'll put the website address up again in a minute. Please don't miss it. It's closing in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Joshua, I've run a 3D printing shop for 5 years. Nice. 3D printing. I love 3D printing. It's such a good space to be in. 2.5% conversion. Solid. Really good. Designing and printing can take time. Yeah, it does. Is it better to create loads of designs, then list one a day, or just list as soon as one's ready? So your store history, 5 years, will tell you what to do. You'll have loads of customer feedback, right? So you already know what customers want, and that should allow you to twist out new designs based on what's already working, which is what we should all be doing in our Etsy stores, right? I wouldn't create loads of designs, because you may, if you do 50, right, you may end up with 40 that don't work. So take it slow, maybe create batches of 10, something like that. You've got feedback already, so you've got a very good idea of what you should be doing here. And I would go like that. Just have whatever works for you to keep that listing process going. And obviously, if you want to know more, join the Academy. The QR code's there. I'll put the website address up in a minute. Edu, join the free trial, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Just join. It's a no lose. You can't lose. See how it is. If you like it, stay. If you don't like it, you can leave at any time. There's no drama, right? And it's such a lovely space. All right. So I've actually got to the end. Sorry, one more here. Kebab Joe. Digital product store, 160 listings, 6 months open, 160 sales, averaging 11 to 12 euros. Is it good? Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. Well done. Keep listing, keep growing. There's more sales for you there. Okay, so one more time. Here we are. Here is the link to join the URL. Please go here and sign up to the Academy. This will be closing in the next few minutes. The QR code is up there and you get 7 days free. No lose. See what you think. My community, my students are in there. There's 3 of us administrating the Academy. Lovely space. You're going to learn loads. It'll be great to see you all in there. But as for this live, thank you ever so much for everyone being here. If you're not subscribed to me, please subscribe. You can see from this live, the information I give is different to everyone else out there. Please join my YouTube channel. Please join the Academy. If you're going to get in now, because I don't know when the next live's going to be, and I don't know when I'm doing this giveaway next. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Most of all, I appreciate every single one of you, and I can't wait to see some of you in the next live. I'm getting better at remembering your names. Thank you ever so much, and see you soon. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.